Extraordinary people, it's Zainabu bringing you your Motivational Mondays. You are extraordinary. Again, welcome to each and every one of you. Whether you are watching from Sierra Leone, shout out to my Salon TTs and Salon Bobos out there. I'm so silly. Whether you're watching from Sierra Leone, South Africa, Europe, or right here in the United States, welcome. Thank you for tuning in. I'm always grateful. It's humbling to be able to bring you all these messages every week. Can you believe it? We're in the last Monday of October 2018, and before you know it, 2019 is right here upon us. But welcome, welcome. And today I want to talk to you about giving the best version of yourself. Not virgin now, but version. And for me, I like to be transparent because I always give myself as an example. There are things that I've, gone through in life, as we get to this adult life. You remember those times when you didn't have no worries of the world, you didn't have no cares, parents did everything for you for the most part. And here you are being an adult. All these other issues come from west, the north, the south. But nonetheless, we're not going to get into that today. So giving the best version of yourself, I believe even in my own self, at times I'm not putting the best that I know I am capable of. And for some of you, if you can be honest with yourself, I'm sure you can also relate to this, where whether it be it's fear, whether it be what you think other people are going to say, or whatever it is that you're trying to do, you don't think that maybe it's going to be a success. So as a result of that, we tend to delay getting to our greatest potential. Or even maybe in our attitudes, maybe we're so easily offended. We can be one of the nicest people in the world, but for whatever reason, maybe internally, there are things going on internally. And we have this huge attitude, this huge ego on ourselves. And whatever that may be for you, that's stopping you from giving the best version of yourself. Today, I want to encourage you to know that I know we were put on this earth not just to be an average person, not to be a mean person, not to be evil. These other things maybe that we battle with in our minds, some of these things probably that would never happen that we're afraid of, whether it be an acceptance by society. And one thing we have to realize, yes, I know it's easy said than done. We were not brought up here by society. We had the opportunity to meet society, but there was a God who was greater than society who brought you here. So in everything that you do in life, he first and foremost have to accept what you're doing. And doesn't matter what someone else feels or thinks or says, as long as that thing you're doing is acceptance through the eyes of God. That is the only person that you need acceptance from. So today you might be that person who feels you're in this hole. You want to give the best version of yourself. You want to do better. You want to be a better person. But for whatever reason, there's this obstacle that's keeping you from giving the best version of yourself. Do a soul search. What is that thing that's keeping you from giving the best version of yourself? Maybe is it laziness, which is a word that I believe we should really truly remove from our vocabulary anyhow. You're not lazy. You just don't want to make things a priority. That's all it is. So a lot of these things, words sometimes that we hear, it's just a way of society creating these things maybe to play with our minds. But we truly have the ability to do anything we truly want to. But it starts with us. Whether it's to be a loving person, whether it's to have this bubbly personality. And sometimes you might be a little too high in your personality and people may not like that, but it's okay. Don't let someone else change who you are because maybe they're not as bubbly as you are. They're not as happy as you are. They're not as funny as you are or what have you. And they tend to take everything so seriously. You continue to give the best version of yourself and don't worry about what someone else is doing. Don't worry about who else is watching you. You don't watch others, more so even in a bad way. Yes, if you're going to watch someone, let it be something that's going to be fruitful in your life, not something that's going to bring unfruitfulness. So today I want to encourage you, wherever you may find your life, whether you find your life at the bottom, in the middle, or high up there, because we can always give more of ourselves, the best version of ourselves. Even when we think we don't have any more in us to give, we can always find somewhere in us to fuel more strength, to fuel more faith, to fuel more love out of us, so that the world around us, people around us, can also be infected by those things. So today I want to encourage you that no matter what you do, whether it be a job that you're staying at right now that you don't like, if you don't like your job, do something about it. But while you're there, do give the best version of yourself there, so that when you leave, they're going to wonder like, wow, I wish he was still here. I wish she was still here, so that you can leave a mark behind. So today, you wake up every day telling yourself that you're going to give the best version of yourself. And as I mentioned to you all earlier, I said even in my own life, sometimes I don't feel like I'm giving the best version of myself, whether it be fear, whatever is going on in my mind, or overanalyzing things. I want to stand in front of you all today to tell you that I will do all that I have to do in making sure every day I give the best version of myself. And if you know me personally and you catch me not doing that, I'm giving you permission to remind me always to make sure that I am giving the best version of myself. And today, I want you to go out there, you go create some phenomenal, extraordinary things, because you are extraordinary. Don't let anybody else tell you anything different. That's exactly who you are. You were created by a God who is extraordinary, and that makes you extraordinary. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.